APC crisis, confusion as INEC backs Buni. Amid the leadership crisis rocking the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, ahead of its national convention slated for March 26, 2022, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, may have given a lifeline to the embattled chairman of the Caretaker/Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee, CISP, of the party, Governor Maimala Buni of Yobe State. INEC had in a letter dated March 9, 2022, explained that the decision was because the notification for the NEC meeting did not comply with the Electoral Amendment Act 2022. In the correspondence addressed to the CISP consigned by its secretary, Rose Oriaran Anthony, INEC observed that it was absurd that the letter inviting it to monitor the exercise did not contain the signatures of Buni and Akpanyu Didier. Governor Abubakar Bello of Niger State, who had been acting as caretaker chairman of the party since last Monday, had sought to convene an emergency NEC to possibly ratify Buni's sack as chairman of the caretaker committee, just as Akpanyu Didier was believed to have been sidelined from the management of the party's affairs since last Tuesday. The Kano-born politician, who spoke when asked to react to INEC's correspondence, said the issue relating to Buni's status, as chairman of the caretaker committee, was not in contention. He said, "The convention will hold on March 26. And now, we have a convention on March 26, the chairman wrote a letter for his leave to go for medical treatment." On the NEC meeting, he stated that notices had been sent out to stakeholders and elders of the party. Nevertheless, a reliable source familiar with the crisis rocking the party confided in The Guardian yesterday that Buni was on his way to London to meet with President Muhammadu Buhari. The source said Buni initiated the meeting so as to plead with the president to use his good offices and allow him to remain in office to conduct the national convention as scheduled as a face-saving measure. This is as the former Director General of the Progressive Governors Forum, PGF, yesterday, accused Governors Hope Uzodinma, Imo, Yahya Bello, Koji, Dapo Abiodun, Ogun, Senators Orji Uzakalu and Akpanyu Didier of masterminding the crisis plaguing the party. Luckman, in a statement titled APC and Surrogate Politics of Timid Leaders, stressed the need for disciplinary measures to be taken against the aforementioned party chieftains for allegedly bringing the party to disrepute in the eyes of Nigerians. He called on INEC and all Nigerians committed to the democratic development of the country not to play into the self-serving scheming of Buni and his associates of surrogate supporters and timid leaders working to undermine decisions taken by the APC. He stated, "All APC leaders and members must rise to the challenge of bringing His Excellency Maimala Buni, his surrogate supporters and associated timid leaders to account for the bad name they are giving the APC today. Related to this, they should explain why they failed to bring to the notice of leaders of the party the court injunction served on the party since November 18, 2021, restraining the party from organizing the national convention. There are known collaborators of His Excellency Maimala, who have colluded with him to ensure that all attempts to organize the APC National Convention are blocked. 3 governors who are known and must also be called upon to account for their roles in undermining decisions to organize the APC National Convention are His Excellency Yahya Bello of Kogi State, His Excellency Hope Uzodinma of Imo State and His Excellency Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State. Every step must be taken to ensure that APC emerges stronger, and no future leader of the party can attempt to undermine the decisions of the party." Meanwhile, a coalition of youth groups in the party under the aegis of Alliance of Northern Progressive Youths, ANPY, has cautioned against imposition as the party prepares to elect its national chairman and other leaders at its March 26 convention. Expressing confidence in the leadership of President Buhari, ANPY warned against the purported presidential endorsement of an aspirant, noting that such could destroy the ruling party. The group declared support for the aspiration of former Nasarawa State Governor, Senator Tonko Olmagara, threatening that it would take over the party if he doesn't emerge as the next national chairman. Addressing a press conference in Abuja, yesterday, ANPY advised the president and other top leaders of the party to embrace the call for the emergence of Olmagara as the next national chairman to rescue the party from the crisis that has bedeviled it. Leader of the coalition, Amina Lawiwa Kapwa, condemned the attempt to hide under the disguise of consensus arrangement to impose someone as the next chairman of the party, warning that such an attempt could produce disastrous consequences. "We believe President Muhammadu Buhari is a man of integrity who respects the provision of law and national interest and will not impose or support the imposition of any candidate in the party." In what appears to be an open mockery of the ruling party following its protracted leadership crisis, the opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP, has stated that INEC's refusal to recognize the current leadership of the APC was a confirmation that the ruling party lacks the legitimacy and statutory requisites to participate in the 2023 general elections. The party said in INEC's letter to the APC, dated March 9, 2022, to the effect that APC's NEC meeting scheduled for Thursday, March 17, 2022, would not be recognized by the Commission due to invalid notice meant that any decision reached the meeting would be invalidated. The opposition party also noted that INEC's reference to the failure of the APC to give the required 21-day notice for its national convention confirmed the invalidity and unconstitutionality of any national convention conducted by the party's CISP. On its part, the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, HRWA, has accused President Buhari and APC governors of running the affairs of the party like headmasters with no regard for constitutional and legal provisions by INEC, hence the many woes confronting it. It said the crisis rocking the party was evidence of the ineptitude of the Buhari administration in all aspects of governance in Nigeria in the last 7 years. In a statement issued yesterday in Abuja by its national coordinator, Emmanuel Onwabiko, HRWA said the power tussle shaking the boat of APC, whose leader is said to be the president, has shown that the APC government could not competently run the affairs of the country going forward. HRWA faulted the appointment of Buni as caretaker chairman in the first instance and the subsequent appointment of Bello, noting that it was illegal for an elected governor to hold a very top position in any political party. The persistent crisis rocking the APC and the blatant violation of guidelines governing the affairs of political parties by the APC is condemnable. In a related development, the newly appointed chairman of the New Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, in Ekiti State, Oloyinka Dada, has urged Nigerians to work assiduously to dislodge the APC and People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the 2023 general elections. Dada noted that the two dominant political parties have shown clearly that they lack clear-cut ideas on how to build a prosperous nation. In a statement yesterday, Dada said Nigerians were no longer comfortable with experimental policies, noting that there must be a roadmap to ensure steady growth. He said, in 2023, the only option left for Nigerians is to exit non-performing politicians who have held the people hostage.